Lot expert include allocated harvest flaming in the northern state of Punjab and Haryana as a key reason of the contamination meltdown. Guideline India's Financial Secretary Arun Jaitley to use the budgeting, announced Thursday, to this a new grant for farmers designed at curb the experience. Each winter, farmers in northern India burn up the stubble leftward above following the fall harvesting in procedure to rapidly and cheap precise the fields in period for the following landing. The results in Delhi, the nationality's equity, and nearby regions creature over expenditure by a heavy mist of contamination. Time the flaming lasts fair a few weeks, it has a considerable effect, expert tell. I believe he's a key action, told Chandra Venkataraman, Prof of Chemistry Mechanical Engineering at the Hindu Institution of Technique Bombay. To a big quantity of the northern state, agriculture remnant flaming is the other largest essential resource helping to air contamination. In latter year, harvest flaming has been a policy question. In November 2017, the equity hammered on undue contamination. Air quality assurance readings achieved scary levels, at one spot predominating the 1000 mark on the U.S. legation's Air Quality Assurance Code. The Planet Public Health Organization considers whatever over 25 to be dangerous. How action is relying on the focus of penalty partial question, or PM 2.5, per cube gauge. The microscopical suspended particles, that are less rather than 2.5 micrometers in dia, are deliberate especially detrimental since they are little quite to gatehouse profound in the lungs and undergo in some security organs, challenging severe public health risks. At the period, the question devolved in a policy behind and forth among Delhi's head secretary and the head secretary of Punjab and Haryana. The decision now creature proposed is a grant for a band of machines how should shoot the requirement for a farm to set flame to his box. For sample, one car allows a farm to factory oil seed out of possessing to precise his box at first by tilling the ground as its seedling, prevent clogs inflicted by remnant cereal. A domestic and much factorial issue. Time Delhi attracts the largest focus for its intensive air contamination, experts say he's a national issue. Once the budgeting seemed to include purified the air contamination as a Delhi NCR issue, told Anumita Roy Chowdhury, execution CEO of Study and Propaganda at the Center for Scientific and Environmental. They're not examining it via a domestic measurement, the domestic scope of the air contamination meltdown. The issue is as well not bounded to city areas. The research as well found how the largest resource of air contamination was housing phytomass flaming by individuals, in some speech, human beings flaming cow manure, timber, or some material for heater or kitchen. The other was the use of charcoal, mostly by industries. Harvest flaming was the fourth greatest resource and taken into account for on 6% of the contamination to that human beings were vulnerable. Time harvest flaming is essential, though by the government as necessary to attention on these main source of contamination as so, particularly charcoal use and phytomass flaming, told E. Somanathan, an economy prof at the Hindu Statistics Institution. Same item on air contamination is how it adds upwards, he told. It doesn't do any feeling how we will gear the, but not the sum. You include to gear all the sum source. You include to act on all fronts.